Amen.
The 10th Amendment tells us that the states have the power and that we give the power to the federal government and we regulate what the federal government can do, and we need to always remember that. I heard Governor Perry last night on TV. He said the federal government just doesn't need to mess with Texas. And you know, folks, if the federal government would just leave Alabama alone, we can take care of Alabama. I want to thank all of y'all for coming. It's a beautiful day. God has given us this beautiful day. And I just want to thank you for coming. And we just need to stand up for what is right in this country, what is right in this government. And we need to elect officials who feel the same way that you do. And I just appreciate y'all coming. Thank you very much.
This time I'd like to introduce one of our final speakers. He is actually my personal state representative, State Representative Barry Mask. And let me tell you something. He's one of the good guys, and he's a fighter. But let me tell you something else, Representative Mask. No politician is indispensable. Up to this date, he has been right on target. He's a fighter. He's called the John Adams of the House, and that's a high standard to meet. But again, just remember what I said. But we appreciate you speaking to us.
Thank you. Thank you. What a great crowd we have here today. And let me say something to all of you that are standing in the back. We appreciate it. And all of you up there on the balcony, thank you for being here. And let me point out to the press that's here today, and we thank you for being here, press. These people weren't bussed in by the hire of us to bring us here. They came on their own. And these are our people. These are my people who cling to their guns and their religion. And to Miss Janet Napolitano, there's a petition going around, and we're all here. You can have our names, and I'll be at the top, just like John Hancock. It's already been said once, but I want to make sure we did it right. I'd like to ask all of our veterans to please raise your hand, and let's thank them. Thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. As Parker Johnson said, we know we are not indispensable. But ladies and gentlemen, let me let you know that we have with us, standing with me here today, a small minority of the 140 members of the House and the Senate, the House Republican Caucus and the House Senate Republican Caucus is here with us today. We get it, but we need some help. That's right, thank you. Now let me say this. My parents are here today. My mom, Brenda, my stepfather, Brenda and Bob Forehand, and my stepfather, 30 years ago, we would sit around and talk at supper, something they don't do enough today, and he would tell me that the day was coming when the government got out of control, when they were trying to tax us, when they were spending our money, when Congress was unaccountable, and I used to laugh. Bob, Dad, that day is here, but we're not going to take it. Let me ask each of you, this movement today is the beginning. This is not the end. Congress can run up a debt, but federal government, members of Congress, and Mr. President, let me tell you how smart the people of Alabama are. They passed a law years ago that says Alabama can't go in debt. So listen to us. I also want to talk to our young people here today. particularly the 25 and under crowd. And isn't it great to see some young people here today? We want you to fight. I do not want you to be having some minimum wage job in 10 years, living in a government apartment and paying off your debt to China. I don't want that for you. But if things keep going the way they are, these young people won't have to worry about the minimum debt. Under the present Congress and under the President, they'll probably be subject to a maximum wage.
Right.
No.
We don't want that for you.
No.
The President and the Congress are fond of saying that we ought to be equal. We've got to be fair. They keep going on and on about being fair. All right, Mr. President. All right, Mr. Congress. You want to be fair? You want to be equal? Well, give us the fair tax now! Give us the fair tax now! The fair tax now! It's time for us, we the people that cling to our guns, that cling to our religion, who work for a living. It's time for us to rally. It's time for us to march. It's time for us to be uppity and not apologize for it. There would be thousands and thousands more here, but we have to work so many people that want to be here today. So brothers and sisters, just know that 3 revolutions have started, 3 movements have started in Montgomery. The secession movement, the civil rights movement, and today, the Second American Revolution movement.
Our next speaker is State Representative Greg Canfield from Jefferson and Shelby counties.
Maybe not.
All right, enough politicians. I heard that from back here. How about that? I think they're listening to us. They said enough of us. We want to hear from you now. Now, we have a sign-up sheet over at the table for some open mic time. We have 8 people, I believe, who signed up who have 30 seconds each. We got to keep it tight. 30 seconds apiece. Give your name and give your message.
I'm Cecile Josie for Cocker County. And I had signed up and I was supposed to speak, but this young lady made her way up from the crowd up here. She came to me and I asked her what did she want to say, and I think what she has to say is so much more important than anything I would ever say. So, Miss Cindy, go ahead.
Well, I don't have that much to say. It's not very long, but I would just like to say, as a lover of Jesus Christ and of this country, I believe that we need to remember who we are, what we stand for, and who has blessed us in this country.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming to the Tea Party. We're running way over. We're going to have to end up. I just want to say a couple things. Remember, if you have not signed the petitions and signed up as an activist for future events, please go to the information table and do that before you leave. I want to thank all of the volunteers and organizers who put this thing together. It wasn't me.